Well, hey, everybody. I have been having issues, so I apologize. But that don't explain why I'm late. I was already late, so I don't want y'all to think that it was issues as to why I was late. But I am going to tag a few people, invite some people in, so that we can get started on today. I can assure you that it is going to be a wonderful lesson on today. So again, I'm going to tag a few people in to invite some people in. Yeah, I got to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Okay, so I'm going to invite a couple of people in here, you guys, before I actually get started, because I want to talk to you guys about something that's extremely serious. It happens to everyone, whether you're a business owner, whether you're not a business owner. If you are a human being, then it happens to you, okay? Or it has happened, or it will happen. So I'm going to definitely talk to you guys if you're going through it, pretty much how we're going to get through that thing. If you have not went through it, how to prepare whenever it comes your way, because everybody has felt in one point in time in their life, if they're not feeling right now, they're feeling like giving up. They're feeling like, they're not worth it. They feel like, they're doing all this for nothing. They feel like they're spinning their wheels. They feel like they'll never be ahead. They feel like they're just deep and covered in a whole bunch of different problems and different things like that. And a lot of times that ends up weighing in on us. And a lot of people don't understand that there is a such thing as a nervous breakdown that tends to happen to some people. And so I want to talk to you guys about that again, so that that does not happen to you guys, as well as we're going to tie that all in to how you can get your life in order, your finances in order, things like that. Again, we're going to go over some wonderful tips. If you know anybody, once I get to talking, that needs this information, definitely just tag them in, or feel free to actually share this live. Hey everybody that's on. I was tagging some people in, so I didn't see who I was on here. Thank you everybody for your support this morning. Good morning. Hey sis, what's going down? Some of y'all, last time y'all seen me, y'all seen me crying or down and depressed, stuff like that. Or it thought that it had me down and depressed. But like I told y'all, I am pretty much the motivator. I am the hype woman, okay, in the crew. I am that, all right? I am the one that's going to get you up, out of that position that you are in, going to get you out of that sad place, going to tell you exactly how to get in that happy place, all that kind of stuff. Going to let you know that you are not defeated, even though you feel defeated, stuff like that. You are not... the debt is not the end of you. You will not always be in debt. You have to claim that, things like that. You have to get your mind right, stuff like that. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about. Okay, I literally, almost killed myself. Hey sis, thanks so much for being on. I literally almost killed myself trying to keep myself up to a standard that really never even existed. I mean, honestly, an unreasonable standard that I had put upon myself, or that I felt that other people had put upon me. Yeah, I was literally killing myself. Again, if you guys feel where I'm coming from on that, I need you to put a 3. If you have ever been in a position or ever felt, like, hey, this is just too much. I just feel like giving up. I just want to throw in the towel. I ain't even going to be able to do it no more. Again, drop me a 3 if you guys have ever felt, like giving up, like you're not worthy of it, like it's just too much, that I need to drop a 3. If don't nobody drop a 3, I'm going to drop a 3. All right. I can't even drop a 3, but I'm going to drop a 3. All right. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that. And I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to be bold about it. We may cry a little bit on here, but hey, we have to get this out, because it is a lot of people that feels this way, men and women, that are not going to come out publicly, and state exactly what's on their mind, how they're feeling, or whatever. Instead, what they doing is they running themselves into high blood pressure. They running themselves into diabetes. They running themselves into strokes. They running themselves into hospital visits. You know, they running themselves into weakening their immune system. Basically, that's gonna fight off anything that's gonna come and attack you because you are so stressed out. So now your defenses basically are weakened. All those, you know, kind of stuff. You know, you so stressed, you're eating everything that you see. Okay, you know you don't need to be eating that stuff, but you're eating everything that you see. You know, you're so stressed you won't even go out and go walking. You know, you're so stressed you won't even let nobody know that you actually need help, but deep down inside you actually do need help. So guess what? I'm going to speak on those things for you. I may not be going through those same exact situations that you're going through, but the situations that I have been through, you will be able to relate to whatever situation that you're going through. Again, it don't matter if you own a business, if you're thinking about getting a business, or you never want to own a business in your life, okay? It can just be for your personal self on this, okay? First thing that you need to do is whenever you're feeling overwhelmed, okay, first and foremost, you need to pray, all right? You need to pray, but not only pray, you need to pray and be specific in your prayer, you know, okay? So, like, for instance, you know, when I was having, like, suicidal thoughts, or I was having all these thoughts and stuff that was going through my head, hey, sis, thanks for being on, that was actually going through my head, you know, what I had to do, I said, Lord, I said, I don't know why these thoughts and stuff is going through my head, but I take every thought captive and I bring it into the obedience of Christ. You know, you called me. You know, you said who you called, who you equipped, whom you qualified. You told me that you was going to provide the resources, you know, and stuff like that to me. So I had to keep reminding myself, basically, of what God told me. All right? And the only way that I can know to remind myself of what God told me is by getting into my word. So you can't be a prayer warrior without being a word warrior. You know, so it goes hand in hand. Just letting you know, because that's the only way that you're going to know specifically what to pray for, okay? Because whenever you open up your word, the word usually gives you a situation that compares pretty much to what you are going through, all right? So don't look at that physically, you know, it is spiritually. Take it spiritually, all right? That's just like some people think, you know, that, well, Egypt was a physical place, but a lot of y'all got an Egyptian mindset. A lot of y'all are abundant in your own thoughts. We abundant in our own thoughts, or whatever. We are our own enemy, all right? So I had to pray against those thoughts and bring those thoughts into obedience of Christ, okay? Because Christ never told me that I would never have those thoughts. What he told me is that I must cast them down. Okay, so when you have those thoughts, you must cast them down. All right, it's nothing wrong with you for having those thoughts. Okay, it don't matter how much you are in your word. It don't matter if you're not in your word at all, but you know that God is real. I don't want you to think that God is not real because you are having certain thoughts that you know are abominable to God. All right, no, you're going to have that because what God is doing is he's actually testing you. All right, so you have to cast those thoughts out. All right, so when you're thinking less than yourself, all right? No, God told you that you need to be bold and courageous. So how I'm over here being a pussycat, and I'm over here crying, and I'm over here scared of everything, basically, you know, but you told me that I was going to be bold and I was going to be courageous. You told me that you're going to teach me to be the lion and the lamb, all right? So that means you're going to teach me balance. All right, so Lord, I need balance. Maybe I am stressed out because clearly I don't have balance in my life right now. So I'm praying for you to actually give me the balance that I actually need so that these thoughts that I'm casting out will not eventually overtake me. And then even if you're feeling like these thoughts are going to overtake you, be honest with God and be honest with yourself. God, I feel like these thoughts are going to overtake me, so I pray right now for you to overtake that thought. You know, you have to be specific in those actual prayers on however you're feeling. That's like me. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I used to have a sex demon, all right? To where, I was molested as a kid pretty much. So it was so much stuff that went on as a kid that basically me being abused, I actually end up turning it into something else, basically, to where I just loved having sex. I mean, I just got to keep it real with you, all right? But it took for a woman of God to literally tell me that was a freaking demon. I didn't know that it was a demon. I ain't gonna lie. I thought, but that's how I handled my issues, or that's how I handle my problems. I thought that that's how it was. But my thing is, evidently, it has to be a demon possession because, shoot, I wasn't married. That's fornicating. You fornicating with all these men, and then you fornicating with these men who you know you don't want. Okay? So let's just keep it real. So then God hit me. He said, you messing with somebody else's husband. I was like, wow. Never looked at it like that. I never looked at it like that. Okay? So I had to pray over it. Okay? So once God exposes, because he going to expose to y'all whatever it is, y'all. So don't get offended on who the messenger come through. All right? Be humble enough to accept God sending your answer to you. A lot of y'all praying and stressed out about an answer, and literally God may have sent that answer through a 3-year-old or a 70-year-old, or through your mama who you can't stand, or through your daddy you can't stand, but you won't be obedient enough to literally sit there and listen so that you can get what God gave you to get from it. Okay? So we have to learn to do a little bit more listening after we prayed, because we expecting it. My thing is, that's like when you go on Amazon. All right, you go on Amazon, you done paid it, you got your order, they specifically tell you how many days. Are you not expecting your package to come in those days? And will you not hit them up if your package ain't there? Some of y'all, man, y'all bad because y'all at home, you ain't got nothing else to do. If your package say you're supposed to be there at 7, man, if it's 10 o'clock, y'all gonna call Amazon. Get them 24 hours. But anyways, off topic. But you gotta be expecting your package to come. And if it does not come, we ain't even gonna get on it if it don't come, because the whole point is it's an expectancy. You expecting it, right? So it's the same thing when you pray and when you talking to God or whatever. Now you need to have an expectancy. So if I prayed and I asked God to open up a door, then I'm going around expecting this door. Okay, pretty much every opportunity that come up, shoot, I'm going to be looking at that opportunity like this is the opportunity that God sent to me. All right? I ain't no. I prayed to be a millionaire. You want me to come and work as a janitor? That can't be God sent. No. How do you know that God is not teaching you how to clean first? Because that's what you need to do. Clean up your house. Clean up yourself. Clean up everything around you. And he's showing you in a physical sense, trying to get you together in a spiritual sense. So instead of you looking at it as in, okay, God, evidently I must need to clean up something. If you were telling me that I'm getting a job as a janitor, wow, that is the lowest of the low, so I must need to evaluate myself. All right. That's what I need to do. If I feel like I'm insulted by the position that God has given me, then that means that I need to check myself. It's something with me. God is trying to get me to figure this out. If you over there picking up poop or whatever, then evidently God is trying to tell you that you got too much poop in your life, and you need to get that poop out of your life, okay? And you need to remember that the word of God told us that this is spiritual. It is not physical, all right? So that's why you have to pray for spiritual eyes. You have to pray for spiritual ears. You have to pray to speak in a spiritual language. Some of y'all who are here, y'all knew me when I was young, baby. Y'all know I cuss like a sailor. Tell y'all what I'm going to do, and I come to your house, and I meant everything with everything that I said, all right? I was on fire for the devil. I'm not even going to lie to you, all right? I meant everything that I said, and people knew that I meant everything that I said. No matter how crazy it was, dang it, it wasn't a threat. It was a promise. It was going down, all right? I don't care who's around, who's going to call. If I said it, it was going down, all right? So I have to be on fire the same way for the Lord. So I have to come on here and talk to you guys bluntly. Shoot, I was working for the devil and killing y'all. I mean, just being real. I wasn't leading y'all to Christ. I was taking y'all away from Christ. So I must do the better in bringing y'all to Christ. All right. So again, back to this mindset. Stay with me, because again, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. Back to what I was saying. So you're stressed out. You're worried. Some of y'all, you're having health issues and things like that, but you ain't never had no health issues before, right? Okay, so what is God trying to tell you? He trying to tell you something. It ain't no, woe is to me. The doctor said I have high blood pressure. Woe is to me. The doctor said I have diabetes. What you do, you rebuke those diabetes in the name of Jesus, and you remind them that Jesus said that there's no sickness in this kingdom. All right? So evidently, I must need to evaluate my life if I'm having certain things that's coming up out of nowhere. All right. I'm not talking about people who was, born all that kind of, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about out of nowhere. All right. Okay. So I need to evaluate myself. All right. And I need to pray specifically for God to reveal to me, why am I in this situation that I'm in? A lot of y'all cannot get out of the situation that you're in because y'all trying to fake and shake like you're not in that situation. All right? Keep it real with God. Like literally quit lying to God because you are only stunning your own growth. If God called you and he showed you, that you're going to do this, and that you're going to do that, you need to get yourself in order. I have a lot of friends or whatever that are very, very, very talented. When I tell y'all talented, I mean very, very talented. And they can actually, take that talent to a whole nother level, but they can't see themselves at another level. But the thing is that God said that we're kings and queens. All right. That's why every morning that I can remember just about, I ain't gonna lie and say I ain't never missed no day. That's why I greet y'all. Good morning, kings and queens. All right? Because that's what you are. You are royalty. We decided to dwell in that pigsty. God didn't tell us to go to that pigsty and be in that mud and get filthy and get nasty and do all that stuff. We decided to do that because we wanted to do stuff our way. When we do stuff God's way or whatever, man, you can be in a ghetto, baby, and look like you in Hollywood, all right? You will learn to love you for you and just be you. I'm telling you, speaking for me, all right? So the stresses was about to kill me. Then I feel like I had to have my hair done. I had to have my nails done. I had to take care of this. I had to take care of that. Those are not necessities, so whenever you evaluate, I seen somebody say something about they evaluate daily. That is honestly great. That's an excellent thing to do. You should be evaluating yourself as often as possible. Okay? Because the main thing that you are trying to do is you are trying to maximize your benefits. All right? This right here, when the word of God says that the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few, he's sitting up there talking about that all of this, everything in this land is God's, but he's putting us as stewards over his stuff. All right? And it's a lot of people that's not willing to put in the work to do it. But there are some that are. So that's who I speak to. So when you guys come to me, you see, credit repair and different things like that. I know who I'm sent for. I'm sent for those who want to help themselves. Just like Jesus said, I am sent to the lost sheep of Israel. I'm sent to them. All right? And that's who I'm going to help. That's who my purpose is. And I know that. So everybody doesn't qualify for the program because everybody isn't willing to put in the work. And it is work that you have to put in order to be with Helping Hands Credit Solutions. All right? That's just like God. All right? You can't just, oh, God, I just believe in you. What do he say? Faith without works is dead. You got to put in the work. All right? There is no, thank you, sis. There is no easy way out when it comes, like my brother Derek said, there is no shortcuts to purpose. None at all. So anytime you try to take a shortcut, you are really shortcutting yourself. And again, you still gonna have to do that because if God called you to do that, you need to do it. If you scared to go and talk to people, pray and ask God to take that fear away. There are people that need you, whatever it is that you do, whether you design shoes, you do whatever. Matter of fact, these earrings, somebody just said that they like them. I have a homegirl that actually I get these dang earrings from. I'm pretty sure I can go to the Ching Chang store or whatever and get these dang earrings. But now my thing is that I have a friend and she's trying to do her own thing. So yeah, I'm going to support your business. And the thing is that you have people that feels the same way about you guys. You're scared to get started, but you got friends that basically are looking to spend their money with some people that are legit and that are honest. Okay, another thing on the spiritual thing, okay? The word of God already told us that Jacob had Esau by the heel, all right? So we already know what type of nation that Esau is. If you don't, y'all need to get in y'all word and read that. I don't want to tell y'all the whole story. Y'all sit up here and say Nijinsky said, all right? So read the story of Esau and Jacob. All right. So God had already stated that in the end times that the table was going to turn. All right. He said that in the end times that he was going to put his people in high positions. All right. So if you know for a fact that you are his people, he is rising us up right now, you guys, as we speak. He is rising us. But a lot of you are not looking at it as a rise. You know, if you've been working at a job for as long as you've been working at that job, all of a sudden you done got laid off. Or if you're a person who has always been able to find jobs easily and all of a sudden now you can't find no dang job, that's not a punishment. God is waking you up and he's saying, take your rightful position. You are not supposed to be in that pigsty. Why you sit up here stressing and stuff, working for a dang company that is looking to replace you at any given time? Why are you working for a company that you don't even like? Why are you working for a company who you know does things that are abominable to me? Why do you work for a company doing things to hurt my children? Why do you work for a company that you are helping them do stuff that you know that is wrong? So God is taking y'all out of that. And you don't need to be sorry, and you do not need to be stressed, and you do not need to be depressed about that. Instead, what you need to do is you need to create your own and start serving the people. You have no choice, honestly. You really have no choice. You serving these CEOs at these you serving these CEOs who don't care nothing about you. So why wouldn't you serve your own people who loves you and who would appreciate you? And when I say your own people, I'm talking about those who have the same feelings as you. I'm not talking about a color. Just letting you guys know that now. I'm not talking about a color. People are literally tired of spending their money with these major corporations. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. Shoot, it's major corporations. I can't wait for y'all to get y'all business and everything right. You for sure gonna have my business, all right? Because there's a lot of companies that I do not like, all right? And I'm forced to have to pay money to them because they're the only ones around. But once a good company and stuff come on, yes. A lot of y'all scared to start y'all businesses and all that stuff because you thinking that it's companies and stuff that's bigger than yours. But my thing is that if God told you to, then you need to start it. And not only that, what your prayer needs to be is, Lord, teach me how to walk by faith and not by sight. Teach me, give me the strength that I need whenever I'm going through trials and tribulations. Allow me to see the good out of those situations and not just focus on the pain. Because it's in the breaking that he can actually re-mend you together the correct way. Because remember, we are born into this world, but we're not of the world. Remember, we must be born anew. Remember, was it Nehemiah? He asked, what must I do? Go back into my mama's womb? No, Nehemiah, you can't go back in there. You have to be reborn again spiritually. And a lot of people are playing with God. That's another reason why some people may not be able to prosper right now. Because y'all playing with God. Okay? You telling people, that you going to help them and you doing all this stuff and you love God and all that kind of. You basically trying to pimp out God. And you cannot pimp out God. Matter of fact, when you try to pimp him out, that's when he lift up your skirt. So you need to quit doing that because you're only actually hurting yourself. Whenever God tells you to do something, we can't be like Jonah and run because as you've seen, Jonah still had to do it. There was no way around that, okay? And in this season that we're in right now, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. I'm just gonna be blunt, let y'all know, all right? This whole COVID-19, I ain't even gonna say this a tip. Y'all ain't even tasted what is about to come to America. I'm letting y'all know right now. Even more reason why you really need to get your credit. You need to get your finances. You need to get your business and stuff. You need to get all that in order right now because you're not going to be able to depend on these corporations and all that stuff anyways. So you need, while you're working at these corporations, you need to use it to your advantage and you need to get everything in order. If your personal credit is in order, good, great. Get your business credit in order. Okay, if your personal credit, start your business. What is stopping you? Matter of fact, I need somebody to tell me right now, while we're on this live, what is stopping them from getting started. Okay? And be specific. Please don't say me. All right? Just say, what is stopping you from getting started? All right? And then I want you to actually put on there, what are you going to do about it? All right? Now, look at this as accountability. It's not about somebody trying to call you out and embarrass you and all that kind of stuff. Is you have to speak these things. You have to write these things. All right? That's what you have to do. All right? So I hope that this has helped people. Again, you're feeling down. You know that you need to go to God, first and foremost. Secondly, you need to get yourself a support system. I have this group that I'm in, and I just love my sisters. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna tell you what we just called ourselves, because y'all may try to steal our name. But anyways, get you a support system. Whatever it is that you like to do, there is so many different things you can do on Facebook, so many different groups. Surround yourself with like-minded people that are actually trying to go where you're trying to go. If you have friends and stuff that does not have any businesses, knows nothing about business, then unfortunately that's not who you should be going to asking business questions, because they're going to shoot you down every time because they have no understanding about that. Instead, you need to surround yourself around people that are business oriented so that you can go to them, ask them that question. Y'all can pretty much tap off of each other. All right. Also, when you create these businesses, don't go in business as in if you finna compete with somebody. God is not finna bless that mess. All right. All you need to do is just be praying, asking God to allow you to walk in the purpose that you are supposed to walk in. That's it. We can't worry about everybody else, y'all. Another thing, why we don't need to worry about people, is because the word of God tells us that judgment starts first at his house. We up here always talking about how other people doing wrong, the wicked people and all that other kind of stuff. But God gonna come visit us first, though. He gonna come visit us first, though. So it's best, that when he comes and visit, that he coming and giving us a reward. All right? Now, you definitely need to get everything in order. And that's another thing I'm praying for organization, praying to get things in order, just to be real with you. But another thing, the reason that you want to write your stuff down is because you want to remind yourself. All right? It's basically like a reminder. All right? And there's some people that's scared to write things down, but that's why, it says write down your vision and make it plain. Your vision is only in your head. You have to get that out of your head, you guys. All right? Now, I hope I've helped you guys out on this. Helped you guys look at the best in all of the situations or whatever. It's always a good. Sometimes that needle in the haystack is the good. All right? So sometimes you need to pray and ask God, God, show me the needle in this situation, because all I'm seeing is haystacks. And he will show you that needle. All right? But you have to keep it real with yourself. Another thing, your mindset. You have to completely, every day. When I was going through a certain phase, that phase I was telling y'all about, I was laying hands on my head and everything, just touching my face. I mean, lay hands on yourself. All right, a lot of y'all want other people to lay hands on y'all, but you have that same anointing. Even Jesus said we're going to do greater works than him. So you don't need to go to nobody to necessarily lay hands on you. You have the power to lay hands on yourself. Start using the power that is within you and quit thinking that others have more power than you. Because that's another reason why I call y'all brothers and I call y'all sis. Because we are equal. I'm not better than y'all. Y'all not better than me. Now, some people may act like they are, but come on. I know the truth. You're not. You're not better than me. We're sisters and we're brothers, okay? So cut it out. Cut out the shenanigans. That's why I treat people the way that I treat them, and I call them brothers and sisters, all right? Now, if you don't get called brother or sister, then just know that I recognize who you are, all right? Just letting you know that now, all right? But everybody I pretty much call brothers and sis because we are all supposed to be on the same level. We're not supposed to be acting like we're higher than. And if you're a supervisor or you have a job and you act like that, from this day forward, you need to pray and ask God to take away that spirit. Because we're not supposed to be ruling people. We're supposed to be serving people. And that's the same mindset that you should have once you create your own business. Thank you, sis. Blessings on you too. Whenever you have your own business or whatever, you want to have that same mindset, all right? We want to serve people, not curse the people, all right? And that's why God says that when you give, you shall never lack. Because again, we are always supposed to be serving. So if we're always serving, we're going to never be without. That's like me. You know, I used to pray and ask to be a millionaire. Not going to lie to you guys. Pray, you know, ask God to, you know, allow me to be a millionaire and allow me to have this and allow me to have that. You know, let's just say it's going to happen one day, y'all. All right. But I learned to quit praying that prayer. Basically, is the point that I'm making. And I started to pray, Lord, teach me to be content. Teach me to be content in every season that I'm in. All right. And seemed like I prayed that prayer for a very long time. But then I actually end up looking around and I end up seeing how I'm content. That's like right now. Like if God was to call me home right now today, I would say that I have enjoyed my life. I've done everything that I have wanted to do. Now there are other things that I would like to do, don't get me wrong, but at least I can say that I've done everything that I wanted to do. You know, I would not die today with something on I would not die today with regrets. Now it used to be a point in my life to where I would. Okay, but I'm grateful to where I'm at the point to where at least if I die, I won't have any regrets. All right. And to me, that was good because it used to be a point in my time to where, you know, I was like, dang, if I die, no, I'm going straight to hell. All right. First class ticket. Do not pass go. That's how quick I was going. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. All right. As quick as Satan was kicked out of heaven, that's how fast I was gonna get kicked into hell. All right. Man, I was off the chain. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Some people may not tell y'all that about themselves, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all see this, y'all see me. Some of y'all know me, you know, ever since I was a kid, you know, so y'all seen the transformation. But for those people who see me, they're like, oh, she's so great, she's so beautiful, you know, she speaks so great. Baby, you would not have said that I'd say maybe 2 years ago, if even that. So it's transformation. Even the crying thing, you know, when you guys see me or you see me posting or crying, you know, it's not me getting sympathy, but it used to be a point in my life to where I didn't even have no feelings to even cry, whether you believe that or not. I used to not have compassion, so there was nothing that a person could actually do to me to make me cry, just to be real. So it's like now, you know, to have to learn, and I'm learning this, you know, to actually have to learn that I have to allow God to fight my battles, not me fight my battles. You know, that's hard, you know, but hey, I'd rather sit there and cry than to literally make God mad or to lose a soul. Now, sometimes I ain't gonna lie, you know, hey, when you can't help it, you can't help it. But when I'm in my right mind, I do my best, you know, when people lash out and stuff like that. That's actually how I done got a lot of my friends. Be real. That's how y'all know it. Y'all know it. So y'all call yourself going off. And I allowed y'all, you know, to say whatever it was that y'all said. And, you know, I talked to you and said some stuff. You know, I didn't go back off on you. The reason why I didn't go back off on you is because I used to be that same way. You know, I look like I didn't used to be that same way or whatever, but I used to be that same exact way. You know, so who am I, you know, to get offended by you acting like how I used to act because I just got delivered from that? That would be foolishness of me. If I did act like that, then God's going to come and get me even harder, all right? So that's why we literally, we do not want to do that, okay? I literally had to learn that. Now, I forgot what the heck I was getting ready to say. But I hope that this has helped a lot of you. I hope that you're in a better position now or you're having another outlook. You're having another outlook. You have no choice but to walk in your purpose. If you've been called, you need to do it. And for those people who say that they don't have any money, you know, they feel like they're robbing Peter to pay Paul, pray about that. God, I feel like I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. I'm telling y'all about me. I had a shopping problem, all right? Matter of fact, just to keep it real, I got so much stuff here in my house right now. I still got stuff in packages and all the other kind of stuff. Like, that's why y'all don't have to worry about me shopping or anything like that. I have stuff literally to last, unless I grow or something happens, I have enough stuff to literally last me a lifetime, all right? That's how much shopping I used to do. So I'm content. I don't need nothing. When birthdays, Christmas, holidays, all that. First of all, I don't celebrate none of those holidays. But if, somebody say, hey, I want to get you something, what would you like me to get? Just surprise me. I literally cannot come up with nothing that I can literally state that I actually want. And that's a blessing. That is literally a blessing. Just surprise me. Just like now, when I spend my money, I pretty much spend my money on supporting my sisters and supporting my brothers. And when I got to pay my bills, there ain't no choice on that. But I'm talking about as far as the money that I actually spend. I don't have to go nowhere. I'm fine with being at home. I can do all my stuff here at home. I don't have to go nowhere. But I had to learn how to do that. I used to be a person that had to go somewhere all the time. So you guys, you have the money. You just have to pray and ask God to reveal where you're mismanaging it. Because a lot of times that's what's going on. We're just mismanaging things. All right? And so you want to learn how to manage. And another thing is you got to pray about managing, because you have to remember, He is the one who gave you the job. We work for the Lord, okay? We don't work for a human being. We work for the Lord. So who else can you go to but ask? Pray and ask that. If you're getting ready to start a business, all right, you don't know what you want your business name to be. All right, if He put it on your heart to start that business, pray and ask Him, what do He want that name to be? If you don't know what type of services you're going to provide or whatever at your job, ask Him what type of services do He want you to provide to the people. This company that you are creating, just know that it is not yours. God is allowing you to create it to serve His people. So any type of conditions that you're putting in these agreements and all that kind of stuff, make sure that you are not getting over on His people, you guys, because He's going to come and get you for that. You're not getting over on them. God is coming to get you. So if you got any of these contracts and stuff, and you got some hidden stuff in these dang contracts, or you saying that you're opening up a business to serve the people, but you have all of these fees, you need to change that. You need to change that. You should not be going into business to make all of this money off of God's people who He sent you to. Because one thing that God tells us is that when He sends us to His people, what did He say? He said, oh, He's taking money bag. So a lot of stuff we're supposed to just be providing, you guys. So be fair in that stuff that you guys have. So what that you think that somebody is going to try to get over on you? I can assure you that God ain't going to let enough people get over on you to where you're going to go out of business. And God is going to deal with them. You were trying to deal with it yourself. And I had to learn it. Okay? It's certain things that I'm still learning. I'm not ever going to lie to you guys and say that I'm never not learning. Every day I learn something. And that is my goal, literally learn several things a day. That's probably why I got so much going on, because, but that's my goal, all right? So we work for the Lord, and we must serve His people. Everything in here, in the world, belongs to the Lord, all right? And He gave us stewardship over it. So even those people that think that they're in control, God has allowed those wicked people or whatever to be in control. But just know, they wasn't always like that. They end up turning that way. And once they turn that way, that's why God is getting rid of that. So that's why you don't, make sure you don't if you know somebody is wicked and stuff like that, of course you may want to look to try to get certain things, possibly, but you need to stay as far away as you can. Because honestly, I ain't even gonna lie to you. If I know that somebody is wicked, I don't want to do any parts or services with them. Because first of all, I know my money is a seed. So I'm sowing into something. I know everything that I touch is anointed. I know that for a fact. Don't nobody got to tell me that. I know that everything that I give to somebody, it is going to bless them. I know that. I know that. That's where I am in my life. I know that. So why would I sit up here and send a blessing to them? No, when I can use that money to bless somebody who is doing the right thing and doing the best that they can and has an excellent business. I don't care if your business is small. The thing is, what's the quality? More people are worried more about quality. What quality of service are you going to provide? That's another reason why, it's a lot of people that I don't really look at competition, or whatever, because I know the quality and the value that I actually, provide at Helping Hands Credit Solutions. I know that. And I know what my reason of my business is. So that's another reason why I can never compete with another business, because I know what God told me, and I know what God told me to actually do. So I just got to do it. And a lot of y'all, you just got to do it. Some of y'all, God has been talking to y'all long enough. You just scared to walk. You got to walk. And once you get to walking, then he will give you some water. Y'all want some water to start your journey. You shouldn't be thirsty. You ain't even started yet. Get on your journey. And once you get on your journey, then he'll give you the water. He's going to give you everything you need once you get started. Quit being scared to get started. And if you is scared, hey, hit me up, all right? I'm your motivator. I'll motivate you. I also hold you accountable. I joke a lot, with people, but I'm serious, with a lot of things as well. I'm that person that's going to put fire up under you. Hold you responsible and stuff for that. Like one of my homegirls, she tripped me out. We met literally years ago, and we met at a job. And she was actually my supervisor, to be real with you. She was actually my supervisor. And the whole CEO of the company, oh my goodness, that CEO, oh my goodness. So that's all I'm going to say. So I basically, let her know. I'm like, hey, sis, this ain't what God had for you, right? Like God has so much better for you. So then, she started telling me how long she worked at the company and all that kind of stuff. And I said, even more reason why you should not be treated the way that you're treated. Basically, you the backbone of the company. This person was the backbone of the company, but the CEO would come in and talk crazy and stuff, have people in tears. I had already stated, you'll never have me in tears. You ain't finna have me up here crying like you having these other people crying. But I told her, hey, God has better for you. This is not you. How about, she's no longer working there. But I think what is funny is before she started working there, when she was getting ready to quit, she put in her notice and everything. And I met up with her not so long ago. She said, yes, sis, I ain't gonna lie. She said, when I put in my notice, I was scared. She said, but I heard you the whole time in the background. She was like, what'd she say? She said, I put in my notice. She said, when that day came, I was like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I know I can't go back up there to that job, or I can't tell Nijinsky that I'm still at that job because I know she don't cuss no more, but she gonna cuss me all the way out. And I just laughed, thinking like, dang, I motivated you that much. Like, you basically left your job and you was hearing me basically the whole time of all the stuff that I basically said to you. You left that job. Let me let you know now. When I tell you sis has plenty streams of income right now, all right? She's still not where she want to be. But the point is, she got her hands in so much stuff. She actually is her own business owner, and she's running her own stuff. She's not stressed at all. Okay? At all. And she was like, thank you so much or whatever for that. I was like, yeah, I know you thought I was being, kind of rough, because I'm letting y'all know now. I can be a rough motivator. I'm letting you know that now. I can be very rough, all right? A lot of times you're going to be in boot camp. But the thing is that you're going to make it out alive. Well, I don't have time to babysit you. Like, this is not a babysitting course. I'm not trying to be funny. Once God sends you to me, man, this is boot camp, man. We got to get through it, and we got to get through it quickly. You already had the tour guide that was, oh, honey, let's go this way. We'll do it here. We'll do it there. And you ran over them. That ain't gonna work. So once God sends you to Nijinsky's course, all right, we're going through a full-fledged, full throttle, because he wouldn't have sent you this way if you did not have the capabilities of completing it. So I don't be trying to hear that. I'm letting you know now. I don't hear no excuses. Don't at all. So whenever somebody try to give an excuse, I come back and I let them know, something. No, we're not looking at that, because every time you are naming an excuse, that is like a stopping point. It's stopping you from doing something. So no, we're not going to do that. That's what we're not going to do. All right. So I will hold you accountable, but again, it's all out of love. Same thing about the programs. Everybody does not qualify to be in a program. Soon as I identify and I find out that you literally do not want to pay your bills on time, You cannot join this program because, again, this is for those who want to be held accountable. They just need assistance. They need that resource. They need somebody pretty much side by side with them. Keyword, with them. Not no, hey, I turn around and I look like, dang, where'd they go? No, we ain't doing that. I did that, in the beginning. I'm not going to lie. And I thank y'all for who took advantage of that because y'all taught me a lot. That's why I ain't doing it no more. We're not doing that. So that's the type of person that I am, I love people. I love to serve, if y'all have, speaking of serving, we are hosting our first ever, it's still in the works on the actual names, but December the 20th, we're having our first event to where we're actually feeding the homeless and providing them with clothes, care packets, things like that. We've actually teamed up with other businesses, other credit repair companies as well, because we don't compete, we complete. All right. So on December the 20th, we're actually going to be feeding the homeless 3 kinds of soup, chicken noodle soup, beef stew, and some chili, as well as we're having a care packet. So if any of y'all want to donate, we are asking for donations because we are trying to feed and provide care packets for up to at least 100 people, men, women, and children. So if y'all want to donate, please hit me up in my inbox for whatever it is that you want to donate. I'm not the type of person that says, hey, send money. If you want to send money, you can. But if you have something that you want to provide, some tissue, I was going to say tissue and toilet paper, same thing. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so like some tissue, some toothpaste, mouthwash, gloves, mask. If any of y'all do these type of things, please reach out to me. And some of y'all, I'm going to be reaching out to y'all, asking y'all, because there are so many people in the time of need. And I don't know if y'all been looking around, but homeless don't necessarily mean who y'all consider bums. All right? I'm just letting y'all know now. The homeless do not look like how they used to look like. Okay? A homeless person looks like me. A homeless person looks like you now. Okay? So don't get it twisted. So again, if you can't afford to donate, again, you can donate your time, you can donate monetary, or you can donate with goods. So please don't say I would if I could, because you're lying, all right? Because you can't. Either you can donate with your time, you can donate with your money, or you can donate by some goods, all right? Hey, sis, how you doing? For those people who get food stamps, all right? we're going to go there, all right? If you get food stamps, you can get some non-perishable items on your food stamp card and still donate those to where we're going to give them out to the homeless, all right? Look at it like this. You're investing your seed so that you can change your life. One thing I can tell you about me is that y'all already know I don't play about people's money. I'm not finna take your money. I'm not finna take your time. And I'm not finna take your talent, all right? So invest in yourself. Look at it as an investment, no matter what it is. Shoot, if you sew, hey, you may want to sew some face masks or sew some gloves or sew some socks. Whatever talent that you have, give, all right? I'm letting you know that now. Every last person under the sound of my voice, there is something that you can give, all right? So inbox me to let me know what that is that you would actually like to donate. If you're somebody that wants to donate cash, we do have PayPal, helping, what is it? Helping Repair Credit at gmail.com is the PayPal name if you want to send that. Also, if you have Cash App, it's $HTINP, all right? $HTINP, all right? If you want to donate. If you notice, all of those are business names. I said nothing about donating to Nijinsky, all right? So you're donating to the business, okay? And we're using that to serve our people. Now, I hope you don't block your own blessings by not taking advantage of this opportunity to be able to help out somebody that is less fortunate than you are. Because either way it go, we going to feed 100 people. All right. We going to take care of 100 people. That's going down regardless because God already told us that we needed to do it. But we would love for you guys to be able to invest in yourself or to sow a seed on fertile ground, because we are on the move. Letting you know that now, and we're on the move to serve the people, like to serve the people. So if you want to donate monetary, you can. If you want to donate non-perishable items, hit me up in my inbox so you can let me know where we can meet at, or if I need to come and get it, depending on where you actually stay. If you need an address because you need to mail something as well. Again, there is a lot of us. I think it's about 13 to be exact. Business. Well, I'm not. All of us aren't even business. Let me not even state. It's about 13 of us who've actually come together for, like I said, for a cause. Many of us are business owners. All of us are business owners. Like I told him, even if you don't have a business name, you are a business owner. All right. So I'm claiming it. So everybody is business owners that's going to be participating in this. All right. So the flyers should be coming out soon. We're actually working on our flyers to get our flyers and stuff ready. But again, the date is for December the 20th. If you have anything that you would like to donate, matter of fact, it don't even matter if you're going through your kids' closets, all right? And you know that their clothes and stuff are too small. You can donate that. It don't have to be, you don't have to go to the store and go buy nothing. So again, don't overthink this. Don't, like, that's just too much. Give what you can give, all right? So I love y'all so much. I thank y'all so much for your support. If y'all have learned something today, can I get a 2? Can I get a 2? Can I get a 2? One for me and one for you. That's why we need a 2. Y'all like that? I just made that up. But anyways, so love y'all so much. Thank y'all for being on. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, walk in your purpose. Take back your rightful rights, okay, that the devil stole from you or that you gave to him. All right, you got to take that back, okay, because when God gave the land, he specifically says that you must go and take the land. Also, let me go ahead and rewind. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off because I got to work and other stuff to do. Okay, the Israelites were under Pharaoh, who was a very horrific king. Pretty much, we have a president, that king. Okay, so he basically used Moses to deliver. The Cash App sis is $, capital H for Harry, capital T for Tom, capital I for Isaac, a capital N for Nancy, P for Paul. So H for helping those, helping those in need personal services. That's what it is. HTINP. All right. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can put it right here. There you go. Hold on. Let me put it right here, sis, so you can see it. HT. All right. And the name of what HTINP stands for is for helping those in need personal services. All right. So my whole job is to serve the people. I'm letting y'all know that right now. That's what my whole job is to serve the people. But back to what I was saying. So the Israelites, all right? So they was up under a very strict ruler, all right? So God had sent Moses in to basically deliver the people. Now, y'all remember that he was trying to help those people, and he ended up killing somebody, and they end up coming up against him, all right? So we just remember that part, all right? He was trying to help his own people. But anyways, so during them getting delivered and all that kind of stuff, and they went into the wilderness, right? All they did was mope and complain. Oh, you brought us out from up underneath the king, how we had food, we had guaranteed shelter to be in this wilderness. Basically, in so many words, they basically complained about being delivered. They rather had went back, all right? But God had already told him that he was taking them to the promised land. So they got distracted that he didn't take them directly from up underneath Pharaoh's rulership directly into the promised land. And that's what's going on with a lot of us today. We're upset or we're getting distracted because God showed us the promised land, all right? But we're forgetting that we have to go through the wilderness in order to get to that promised land because God had already told us that it's on the other side. Now, when he talked to you, he specifically told you that was on the other side. Now, that ain't his fault that you didn't understand what the other side meant. But that's exactly what he meant when he said the other side. Because he meant that it's something else that you're going to have to completely go through in order to even get there. All right. So they wasn't willing. First off, God didn't explain to them all the way in the way that they felt that it should have been explained to. Everything they was going to go through in the wilderness. Right. They wanted to know details. Everything pretty much that was going to go through. My thing is that God don't give you details all the time. He'll just tell you, hey, this is what's going to happen. He don't tell you every single thing that's going to happen to you before you get that, all right? But they was in the wilderness. And another thing, in the wilderness, he still protected them. The word of God tells us that he was a cloud by day, okay, and fire by night, all right? So he always protected them. Even in the midst of, y'all worry about going back to Pharaoh, but God is right here all day and all night, taking care of y'all. But they moped and complained. That's all they did was mope and complain, all right? So that's when God finally told them, you know what? Y'all ain't even going to see the promised land. Y'all going to go in circles until y'all die off, all right? I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to go in circles until I die off, all right? So it specifically said that it was an 11-day journey. I think it took Joshua about 40 years. All right. So I don't want to go around 40 years in the same thing, in my same mess, in the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. So another one of my prayers was, Lord, please don't allow me to be like the Israelites and mope and complain while I'm in my wilderness. Teach me how to be satisfied in my wilderness. Shoot, matter of fact, Lord, teach me how to talk to the animals, the birds, the ants, the roaches, whatever you have heard in this wilderness. Teach me how to talk to it. I ain't lying to y'all. That was literally my prayer for real. I'm not lying to y'all for real. Like, teach me how to love the wilderness. I know that this is not my final stop, but teach me how to love, what I'm around. All right? So, Joshua was the only one basically that went into the promised land, right? But not only did he even get the land right away. Remember walls of Jericho? So it was work that he still had to do once he even got over there in the promised land. So I want you guys to know that there is work required before you get to the promised land, even while you're there at the promised land and when you're in the promised land. Because once you make it into the promised land, okay, our whole purpose is to serve the people fully. That's it. That's all we're supposed to be doing. Serving the people. Like the Israelites. And then they had the Levites. Well, I don't know if y'all know about the Levites, but the Levites were the chosen priesthood, okay? And they were the ones that the Israelites gave the 10% to, because the Levites were the mouthpiece for the Lord. That was their whole job. That was it. Straight mouthpiece. That was it. The Israelites, they had other works and everything else like that. But now there was plenty of people that wanted to be Levites, okay? But what people wasn't understanding is that you looking at a Levite, and you looking at the Levite does not have to do the physical work that you're doing. You're doing all this labor and stuff like that. But what y'all not understanding is that the Levites, it is our responsibility for y'all soul. So to be responsible for the soul is way more work than the physical work that you're doing, because we're warring in the spirit. Okay? And that is a battle, okay? If you can't war in the spirit, you definitely have to pray and ask God for that, okay? Because that is a major battle right there. That spiritual battle, okay, that you may not have, you probably ain't physically did nothing. That spiritual battle will have you more sore, more worn out, I can assure you, than any physical battle that you've ever had. I can assure you that. So they were jealous, basically, of the Levites. Then they want to know probably why we got to get 10% of our earnings to the Levites, why they can't work and get their own money, not understanding that the Levites were responsible for y'all souls and salvation. So if there were no Levites, then you wouldn't have really even been able to do that work, because, again, you would have had no protection to where Pharaoh then would have came back and got you, and you would have been a slave all over again. And the whole point was for you to be redeemed and to be free. And that's the same thing that be going on with y'all. God has delivered y'all or whatever in a lot of circumstances, but instead y'all go get yourself right back into bondage after he done already called you to be free. Because we're scared. But the word of God tells us that to fear him is the beginning of wisdom. So the only thing that we should be scared of is of God. We shouldn't be scared of what other people are going to think about us. We shouldn't be scared about what other people are going to think about us. We shouldn't be scared if we're going to fail. Because I'm letting you know now, you're going to fail. You're going to fail, but you're going to know how to teach somebody else not to fall in that same fall that you fail. So it takes, you're going to have to do it. You have to do that so that you can teach the next person. You're going to have to bump your head so that the next person won't bump their head. You're not supposed to have the attitude, well, I bump my head, so you're going to bump yours too. That's not the attitude that we're supposed to have on this walk. All right. Now, the world teaches us to have that, but no. When we take one step or two steps, so one of them is for our neighbor and one of them is for us, we're always supposed to be reaching back. Always. And people tend to forget that. We always have to reach back. Now, all right, y'all, I don't even know how long I've been on. I wasn't even intending on being on here that long because I got some work and stuff that I need to do. But, well, this is work. But so I love y'all. I hope that I've been able to help y'all. Again, December the 20th, we're having a event to where a lot of companies were actually coming together and we're feeding the homeless. Okay, we're going to give them 3 kinds of soup. All right, and it's not the canned soup either. Like, I've got to tell y'all. It's going to be made from scratch. I'm trying to get a taste of the soup before December the 20th, but my people don't want to cooperate with me. But it is going to be real chicken noodle soup, chili, and beef stew. And then we're also going to be creating different care packets. Can't tell you specifically what we're going to have in the care packets because we don't know what all people are going to donate. If you do want to donate, you can donate monetary by sending the cash out to $HTINP or PayPal, helpingrepaircredit@gmail.com. If you want to donate with your time, hit me up. If you want to donate with some goods, then hit me up. If you got food stamps, you got a service that you want to do, hit me up. Do not miss this moment to maximize the opportunity for us to bless people. Our goal is to bless 100 people. We're going to bless 100 people. But if you know me, I want to go above and beyond blessing 100 people, y'all. So if everybody comes together, we can do more. Like me and my colleagues, we've already stated certain things that we want to do. But I know that God is bigger and greater. All right, so y'all may shock me off my socks and say, hey, I can make 50 t-shirts or something. I mean, I don't know. I don't never, well, I ain't gonna say never because it used to be a time to where I didn't know. But I know that my God's arms are not short, okay? I know that my God will pour out the floodgates of heaven and pour out a room that I don't have room enough to receive because this isn't about me. This is to help somebody out that is feeling down, all right, you guys? They're already feeling a certain way or whatever about themselves. So we want to be able to bless them with some stuff, okay? Not to where they're going to have to fill out information and get a social security number and all this other type of stuff. No, we want to post up and bless people that will never be able to repay back. We don't want them to be able to say, oh, well, hey, we know they're going to be in this parking lot next year or this. No. We want to be able to go to different places to bless as many people as possible, but we can only do that with your help. All right? I love y'all. I'm gone this time for real.